Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on Lumber Capital Log Yard. So I was rummaging the YouTube search engine a little earlier and trying to utilize it as a tool because I looked up the word sawmill and I was interested to see, where our videos were ranking, and strangely enough, there was not a single Lumber Capital Log Yard YouTube video that came up when I looked up the word sawmill.
Yeah, that's really weird.
But yeah, it's really strange. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about that later, but I'm only saying that because in the process of searching, trying to find us on the internet, like where it appears, just to try and use it as a tool to better understand the YouTube algorithm. I'm sure you guys understand that. I came across a couple interesting videos that were about us and the business, and they're strange to say the least, and we really want to just talk about them here today, and because we kind of got a little bit of a laugh over them.
Yeah, and I think it's important to just clear it up, especially if any of you guys are out there watching those videos. There is misinformation, and that's what happens. As soon as you put yourself on the internet, this type of thing is bound to happen. And I think that it is our job to just clear it up a little bit, because there are a few things that were just laughable, oh my word, we know that's not true, but no one else does. So today we thought we'd take the time to do that.
Yeah, even our friends watch those videos and believe what they say.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a challenge in that way, just being in the public eye and all of that. But we really enjoy making you videos, and you guys seem to enjoy them, so we're gonna keep doing it. But we're gonna have a little bit fun today, watching and kind of making fun of some of these videos that are out there about us, because why not? So here we go. So let's address some of these videos. Now, I must say that holy cow, the clickbait is real on some of these. They really get you thinking that something is going on that just ain't, okay? Very, very misleading, and I definitely think it's purposeful, but Jade has some of these pulled up. Okay, start off with the one with you and me.
This one here?
Yeah, okay, so first of all, we gotta show them. We gotta show them what it looks like.
The title is What Really Happened to Lumber Capital Log Yard, Emerald, and Jade. And there is the picture.
Okay, I think that first of all, none of these videos, I just have to say, none of these videos were negative.
No.
They were positive,
all.
they said nice things. I just think that they were really misleading. And if I were to give one compliment to these videos, it's that the thumbnails are very high quality and good, as misleading as they are, and as much as they're clickbait. Yeah. They are very nice and high quality, so I have to give them that, but just show them one more time what that looks like. I know it keeps on wanting to change. Okay, so do you see that? It says
Lumber Capital Log Yard married, ? And it's pointing to Emerald and I.
Together,
I
don't know, what does that seem like to you? It makes it sound like, just from the thumbnail, it makes it seem like it's indicating that Jade and I are married to each other.
And I didn't think that at first until you said that. I didn't think
that. I think it really looks like that.
Nonetheless, if it's that, or if it's not that, it's still still clickbait.
It's a lovely picture, because that was
my birthday.
Yeah. It's a lovely picture, and then they put married with a.
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments whether you think that it's trying to imply that or not. I thought it was, but go ahead and click into that. I don't know which one we want to I don't know. Are we gonna get in trouble if we share the video? You guys can watch them yourself. Although I'd hate to give these videos views, because they're kind of just
A lot of it is pretty accurate. They, I've noticed just watching a few of them, whoever dug for the information,
They
like
dug.
they did a
They dug.
good job, like considerably a good job. They found a lot of factual information, and like it's not bad or incriminating. Like sometimes I think that's what people are looking for, as messed up as that is. I think everyone wants a little drama, and I think I think I'm correct to say our little YouTube channel probably has the least amount of drama you'll ever find on the internet.
Yeah.
Where we run a sawmill,
Yeah.
and we don't put any of our like personal lives. We put very little of that. It's what we do at work. It's our business. So.
Well, but then, there is the flip side of it where, like, yeah, sure, our lives are full of things that happen and go on. And, like, where's the balance between, like, giving the audience what they want to see, as trying to keep it as realistic as possible, and then also, like, not wanting to share the actual real drama, because, like, we don't want anyone to know, like, what really, like, what some of, like, the really lows are of our business. Like, I wouldn't walk you through, like, I wouldn't want to share some of the stuff just because, like, it's not mine to share, it's personal to our family and stuff like that. So, like, at the same time, it's not like stuff like that doesn't happen, because
and it's better to share the highs than the lows. Even if the lows might get you a lot of views, we don't just do things for views and money. We put our business before the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel came second. Like, we run a business. We don't run a YouTube channel. That's just a side thing.
And I must say that another thing that some of these videos were misleading in the fact is that they tried to say a lot of stuff about the YouTube revenue we receive. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are interested in this topic. That's why it's in a lot of these weird videos about us. And this was probably the most misleading part about it.
I'd say.
For sure. And like, this is part of the stuff we just want to clear up. Our friends watch it and think things that just aren't true, and it hurts, because it's like, geez, like,
we don't like go around talking about it. Like, that's your financial situation isn't something that you just talk openly about. So it makes sense that there might be like rumors about, what it is, which like it's nobody's. I mean, I think it's just funny because it's like, why does it matter to anyone else? It's, our lives. If we're so poor that we can't, put food on our plates, then it only affects us, not anyone else. So we're just looking out for ourselves. But I feel like I kind of cut you off there.
No, you're good. And by the way, I do want to share some of this video. So if you could, I don't know how this is going to work.
Maybe the mics will pick up.
That work at Lumber Capital Log Yard today.
Oh, let me restart it.
However, timber farming is a broad issue with several subcategories ranging from gathering crops. And a lot of people assume that farmers are individuals who cultivate crops. However, loggers are also
This is one of the voices I was wondering if it was
AI.
AI. It was a little strange.
Yes, we are discussing Jade, Emerald, and her family. What is happening to the family that owns Lumber Capital Log Yard? Please stay tuned to find out about all the latest developments in their life, and don't forget to press the subscribe button for future videos like this one. Jade and Emerald were still children when they released their first
It
video
makes me
on the channel
feel
Lumber
like
Capital
a
Log
little
Yard.
strange, like
Similarly,
knowing
Emerald
that
intended to use its sawmill to produce material via
like
YouTube.
someone made a
According to the
video.
channel,
Wait, hold on. So it just said Emerald intended to use the YouTube to create. No, wait, what did it say? It just didn't make sense.
Find out about all the latest developments in their life, and don't forget to press the subscribe button for future videos like this one. Jade and Emerald were still children when they released their first video
True.
on the channel Lumber Capital Log
Fact.
Yard.
Factor cap.
Emerald intended to use its sawmill to produce material via YouTube.
To produce
Oh.
material via YouTube. What does that even mean? That statement doesn't make any
Were
sense.
they trying to say
Cap.
that we were?
Cap.
Were they trying to say that we were producing, that we were working to for the video? That's kind of what it seemed like. There was like a little strange of writing, but
According
a
to
lot
the
of it's
channel,
just like that.
They are their family's second-generation loggers.
True.
However, who else is a member of their YouTube family? Well, for Ironwood Acres
And talks about dad and mom and Judah. Okay, so
private information, Jade and Emerald, 2 Lumber Capital log yard ladies, are around 5 feet 10 inches tall.
that's like
true.
Oh yeah, that's a deep secret.
Q&A video, the duo disclosed that in addition to their unique appearance, Jade and Emerald
Unique?
had diverse preferences.
Is that a good thing?
We revealed we have diverse preferences. Oh boy, Jade and I like different things. Like what? Left
They
hand?
also say, yeah, that you have a tattoo on your hand. That's,
What?
That's like what makes me think that it's like AI, because, or maybe not. I don't know. It's a simple mistake.
Yeah, but there's so much like that. Like, it's all like that.
That's true.
To sustain their way of life, the family of Jade and Amy has amassed
Jade and
there
Amy.
it is.
Okay, so like throughout this whole video, I don't know why, like they were saying Emerald like a couple times, but then like they started calling me Amy halfway through. Like this is why I'm like, this is like AI or something.
It has to be.
And like this got 30K views, which
Well, if someone heard that, they would know that too, because
it's not like a crazy
it
time.
has your
but-
name in the title.
Why Amy though? Like who uploaded that and like didn't like
Double check.
didn't notice that?
A
But, like,
robot. They make mistakes.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't.
There's no
run the
robot
world.
that uploads YouTube videos though. Like you
No,
have to.
right.
That's
They're-
manual. Like
yeah.
sorry, you have to do
Yeah,
that. Like
it's just a mistake.
yeah, but Jade, my point is that like there's way too much mistakes in these videos. Like it's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
And it's like some of it's misleading and some of it feels almost purposeful. Not the thing about like calling me Amy, but like come on, how did you not catch that? It's just kind of funny.
more than $1 million at
Oh.
the time this video was made.
Yeah, this
So,
part.
Where does their luck originate? Ken and Terry, as well as Emerald and Jade, make money from their YouTube ads, merchandise sales, and even their logging company. Emerald's family
And even their logging
makes
company.
hundreds of thousands of dollars annually
Okay.
as a result.
So like okay, I just want to this is where they start talking about like the money. And it's like first of all, there are ways to search how much, like there are certain ways that you can find out how much people make from their YouTube channels, but they make this statement that we make hundreds of thousands of dollars annually from this stuff. And it's just like, okay, well now you're throwing around specific numbers that involve a lot of things, and like that's just simply not true.
And even their logging company. Emerald's family makes hundreds of thousands of dollars annually as a result. So their financial status is not a problem for them, but excluding the revenue source already specified. They have a Patreon page as well.
Which we don't keep up with.
Lumber Capital Log Yard
We want
have
to.
kept their lives relatively private, even though they live their lives in public.
So like what's so funny is that this really puts us in a certain light. Like how can you say, oh, we don't have to worry about money? Like you don't know that. Like how do you know what's in our wallet? Like you don't. And this is really like where the delusion starts to set in here, between like just like things that a lot of people think about us.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like, and I've talked about it before, and I feel like no matter how many times I talk about it,
It's like, people don't believe.
no, people
they
are like,
don't
yeah,
believe
right,
you.
like, yeah, right. But like, the overhead of our business is so high that if we didn't make all that money, then we would be in debt way more than we are. So like, I mean, the profit is not that great. That's my point here.
Yeah.
The overhead's so high that the profit's,
Yeah. So
like-
even if we made a lot of money 1 month or 1 year, the expenses almost exceed the
more
amount
like
of
breaking
money
even,
that we
unfortunately.
make. So yeah, I mean, it's a false positive. I don't know, what is that called? Where like they're kind of right, but not really.
not really.
Like,
So that's just one, okay? There's like at least 2 more. Find me another one that I can crack jokes with. So, because these are so funny. Okay, what's the other one?
there's a lot of just questions. Like the title is "Who is the girl in Lumber Capital Log Yard?" Did you? I don't know if you saw that one or not. I don't think I did. What else is there?
These
are all of our videos.
There was one that was such clickbait because...
What happened? Another one that is titled "What Happened," which is like funny. How much do we get paid?
How much Lumber Capital Log Yard gets paid from YouTube? Oh, well, it only has 200 views, so nobody cares about that. There was one that is not coming up. How much Lumber Capital Log Yard? Another video about how much we make. Like, this is so weird. Like, does everyone deal with that? Like, does every YouTube channel deal with that?
I think so. I think that we're just, like, experiencing this for the first time, and...
But
like,
I don't see, like, other...
You never know until you, like, go through it yourself. Like, you might hear about it, but, like, it's a lot different when, you know, you're actually seeing the repercussions of, you know, putting yourself on the internet.
I don't see other content creators getting, like, I don't see other, like, videos like that of, like, other people.
Yeah. I mean, it's just what people are questioning, you know?
Where is that one?
Maybe type in something different. I think I put in
lore. Basically, what they did was they just tried to search what... Oh, here's another one. 25K views. What happened? Well, 11K. All of these. But where's the one? Oh, here it is. So, like, how deceiving is this?
Yeah.
I actually watched this, and it has nothing to do, like, until, like, the last couple of seconds. It literally says nothing. But, okay, it wants to play, like, it doesn't want to... I hate that. It says OnlyFans question mark? Like, that's what the video's all about. It's a 3-minute long video, and literally it doesn't say anything until the very end where it says we're not associated at all with OnlyFans, and then the video ends.
Yeah, that's intense clickbait.
It's like, that's really just deceiving. Only 1,000 people watch that. Good for the people for just skipping past that one.
Yeah.
That was 3 months ago, so that one's probably like the most recent one. Once again, like, high quality thumbnails here.
Yeah,
like,
that is
what?
a good thumbnail.
I wish my thumbnails were that good. What happened to the Lumber Capital Log Yard? Another one. Yeah, so
just
like
makes
there's
me, like,
quite
honestly,
a few out here.
Like, deeply sad that is, like, someone put that out there on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I know that people do things like that, and, like, you know, we know our own truth that we would never do that, but I just, like, it's a little hurtful to, like, see that, and then what, like, people you know, like, your friends, or, like, maybe not even your friends, strangers, they go and see that, and then they have their own speculations, people that don't even know you. It's especially something like, I don't know, that's just gross.
Yeah, and really, when you think about it, I'm sure those YouTube channels, what they do is they just find small creators, because, like, in the end, we're a smaller creator. Like,
Yeah.
not even close to, like, the tops, you know? So, like, they find smaller creators, and they make these kinds of videos about them, and it's literally just for money. So, like, I can't blame them. It's not like they were being, like, purposely negative.
No.
Purposely misleading, on the other hand, probably. Like, they kept on saying this stuff about, like, the OnlyFans was brought up lots of times, because what's happened is, what they were doing is they were using, this is kind of ironic, is they were using the YouTube search engine exactly like I was trying to do when I was trying to find.
Yeah.
So what they were doing is they were seeing, like, what people search, like, the most, and, like, OnlyFans is one. So then they're like, okay, well, this is something that people are interested in, so then I need to cover it.
Is it just because we're girls that that's speculation?
Oh, yeah. Misogyny and all that. No,
I mean,
but, like,
that's just weird.
I don't care. I literally don't even care.
I
just think that what was misleading about it was the thing about Patreon's page. They kept on leaving.
They were like, they left it open-ended, like, well, maybe, like, they don't do OnlyFans, but, you know, they do have a Patreon, so, ... maybe. Just to clear the air, like, completely 100%, we have never and will never do anything like that ever.
Right.
And we never have. And like I said, we never will. So you don't have to watch any of those videos. You can just, you know, send everyone to this video if they have questions.
Right. And like, gotta leave something up for the imagination, am I right?
Yeah, what's the fun in, you know,
What's the fun
exposing
in
it
that?
all?
What's the fun in that? There's no fun.
No fun.
Yeah, the imagination carries a lot more rich creativity than a video does. So,
True.
Or a picture or any of that.
Yeah.
That sounds really bad. I did not mean it maybe how some will perceive that, but I'm just going to leave this clip in there, so do with it what you want. But yeah, the thing about the Patreon, I really, really want to do exclusive behind-the-scenes content on Patreon. It's something that we wanted to do. My mom was going to try and do it a couple years ago. She started it up, she put out the word, and then she's an extremely
very busy
woman.
lady.
And she's not necessarily even around all the behind the scenes that goes on, because in the end it is Jade and I up here running the mill.
Yeah.
So I did want to say that it is something that we really want to do.
Yeah, it's more just like finding the time, because we already do these videos 3 times a week, and we're running the sawmill. We try to run it at least, you know, as long as we can every day. So it does, you know, we run out of time, but that is something that we would like to put higher on our priority list.
You know, something that I wish that there was some way around it, but it's like all the cool behind the scenes stuff I want to show you guys. Literally, I do not have the option to videotape it in the moment. Like when this shit is happening, like it's happening, and you're not going to be like, look out my phone.
You don't know.
Like,
sometimes it's like you don't know when it's going to happen. So like if you want to catch a blade breaking or something like that, you don't know when it's going to break. You can't be videoing all the time waiting for it to break. Like, that's not how that works. So
24-hour surveillance. That would be a lot of editing to go back
Oh my
through.
gosh, yeah.
But
that would be something.
yeah, it would be. And so like I don't really know how to get around that aspect of it, because there is a lot of stuff I want to show you, but at the same time, half this stuff we probably shouldn't even, like, and like, how do you catch it on camera and all that? There's so much to it. So there is a lot of things that I do cut out that I would want to share, and I think that there is potential for that eventually. So just keep that in mind the days going forward, that might be a thing in the future. But yeah, I think that Patreon is great. Like, it's great, and a lot of content creators do it, and they make it happen. So why can't we, right? Well, I think that about covers it. I hope that you guys had a little bit of fun with that. We definitely did, finding these videos. We were like watching them, and we're like, oh, what? The whole time. So if you did enjoy, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below what your thoughts are. Other than that, we'll see you back here next time. Bye.